We'lei Shemot from Hebrew. The book of Exodus from Hebrew. I haven't taught the book of Exodus for quite a while, so we're going to do it again. This is number 117. We're in Exodus 31 and verse number 12. That's where we're going to start. I get my pages turned over here. I'm going to show this to you also. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you can get it in the camera. The interlinears here. That's a lot of work. Written down in Hebrew. Then I put the translation down. I put the grammar, page numbers of the analytical lexicons, and and then how to pronounce the words also. This I hope will be available. I've got to get it copied and put in PDF form also. Try to get out here where you can follow along. Wish I had a camera where I could project this up on the screen behind me or something, but I don't. We're doing the best we can. I am going to recite the Hebrew alphabet with you and what the little letters mean. It's an acrophony. Hebrew is acrophony. That is a Greek term. And there's 27 on page 27 in Gesenius. It tells you about this. There's 22 consonants in Hebrew. And we're going to read these consonants. Aleph. That's kind of the ox's head is what it's like. Beth.
Right.
That's basically a house. Gemel. A camel. Daleth. That's a door. Hay.
Right.
Is a window.
Window.
That's the H sound, one of the H sounds. And then wow.
Yeah.
And that is like a W. The modern Hebrew is a V, Va. Okay, and that's like a reaping hook. Then we have the word Zayin. Zayin is like a Z, like in zeal, and it is a weapon, like a weapon. The original, the idea was a weapon. And then we have the word Cheth. Cheth. We have Het and Cheth. A Cheth is it's like a box, like this. The hay is a post like that, and then up here above that it goes like this. And hay is a H sound, but the Cheth and the modern Hebrew just makes H. It's not the same sound. It's a CH sound like lock. And that Cheth is a fence. And then we have the word Teth, and that's a snake. So a snake's head, it goes down like that, comes up and goes down. That's a Teth. It's a T sound like toy, and it is like the symbol is a snake. Then we have the Yod. The Yod is like a hand, like that, and it has a Y sound basically. And then we have the word Kaf. Kaf like this is the open hand, and is like K. And then Lamet. Lamet is like a whip, and Lamet is like L. And then we have Mayim. Mem like water. Mem is elm, and it means waters. And then we have the word nen, none. A none, sometimes you have a in the letter, and then you have a final. And none is one of those also. The Kaf and the Mem are also have finals. It's written a little differently. And the nun is a fish. And then we'll have the word somic like S, and that's like a prop. And then we have ayin, Ayin basically is silent, and it has the idea, it's like a Y with eyes on it, ayin. And then pei, pei is like a mouth, open mouth, and it's got a strong P sound, but it also can have a PH sound. It can be soft or hard, like Phillips or Phillips. Then we have the word sadhe. Sadhe is it's got a TS sound. TS. There's a lot of S's in Hebrew, several, and this sadhe is an S, but it's got a TS sound. So you start it with, instead of sadhe, you say sadhe, sadhe. You like click it in your roof of your mouth, sadhe. And sadhe is a fish hook. Then we have the word kof. Kof is a Q. It's kind of like a K, but it's a Q. And the idea of that is the back of your head. It's got a line and then the back of the head like that. And then resh is a head. It is a R sound, like run. And then we have sin and shin. Sin and shin starts, the letter starts S-I. Shin is S-H, like Sharon. Sin. And the idea is a tooth with roots. And then we have the word tie, the aleph and the tau. And the tau is like a strong T, or also can be TH, without the dogish in it. And the idea of that is a cross from the ancient Hebrew. So now we've studied that just a little bit. Is that helping you to review? I hope all of you out there that have studied Hebrew with me, we went through the whole complete book of Genesis, and then Malachi, the book of Jonah, some of Jeremiah, some of Ezekiel, some of Daniel, and then we've gone nearly through the book of Exodus, Wile Shemot. So we'll start out here, and we're going to say this together, Wayomer. Wayomer.
Wayomer.
Hadavar.
Hadavar.
El Moshe.
El Moshe.
Lemor. And so let's look at this Wayomer. Wayomer. Wayomer is he said and kept on saying. It is third person masculine, singular, cal, wow, consecutive, and perfect, and it comes from Amer. Amer is the root of it. And then we have the word Jehovah there, and we don't say Jehovah, we say Hashem, the name, or Ha-the-bar, the word. And then El is a preposition now. By the way, the word Jehovah means he who shall become. John 1:14 is the fulfillment of that, actually. Unto, El, unto. Now that word El can mean God also, but here it means unto. It's Aleph and Lamet. Unto, page 39, by the way. Jehovah is on page 218 and 19. And then the Hayah that it comes from, the verb, it comes 224 and 243. And then Moses, page 602. And Moses means to what? To draw out or to rescue. And then we have the word Lemor. Lemor and Wayomer have the same root. It's Amer. And here, Lemor, we have a Lamet in front of it with a doggies in the center of it. And then an E vowel underneath it. It's to say, Lemor, to say. Cal infinitive construct, page 55 and 65 in the lexicons from Amer. Now let's go back and read this from the Amplified Bible for just a moment. Verse number 11. But Moses appeased and entreated, in verse number 11, the Lord his God, and said, Lord, why does your anger burn against your people whom you have brought out of the land of Egypt with great power and a mighty hand? And what happened down here is God tells Moses that the people are down there sacrificing to idols. And they built an idol and said, actually Aaron built an idol because he was a goldsmith, and he says, this is Jehovah who led you out of the land of Egypt. What a blasphemous thing. And then verse number 12, and why should the Egyptians say with evil intent that their God brought them out to kill them in the mountains and destroy them from the face of the earth? Turn away from your anger and and change your mind about harming your people. Oh, we're in the wrong chapter. Sorry about that. And the Lord said to Moses, but as for you, say to Israel, the Israelites, you shall most certainly observe my Sabbaths, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, so that you may know without any doubt and acknowledge that I am the Lord who sanctifies you and sets you apart for myself. This Bible doesn't have very good markings for chapters and verses, by the way. That's why I got so messed up here. And this is the observance of the Sabbath. The observance of the Sabbath. And therefore you shall keep the Sabbath. And the Sabbath means what? You remember? Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat means completion. It means a completion. The week is done. Therefore you shall keep the Sabbath, for it is holy to you, and everyone who profanes it is put to death. And so whoever does work on the Sabbath, that person's soul shall be cut off from among his people, and excluding him from the atonement made for Israel. In other words, he's damned. Simple as that. For 6 days work may be done, but on the seventh day is the Sabbath, the complete rest, and sacred to the Lord, and whoever does work on the Sabbath day must be put to death. So the Israelites shall observe the Sabbath to celebrate the Sabbath throughout their generation as a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the Israelites forever for 6 days, and the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he ceased and was refreshed. And when he had finished speaking with him on Mount Sinai, he gave Moses the 2 tablets of the testimony, tablets of stone, written with a finger of God. Now let's go back and see how far we can go. And he said, and kept on saying Jehovah unto Moses to say, we atah, dabar, el, b'nai, Yisrael, limor, ak, et, sabi, thothi, Tishmori, Momru that is, Tishmoru, Ki, Oth, He, B'nai, Yubikim, Lidarathakim. We go to the other part of it. La Da'ath, Ki, Ani, Hadabar, Bigda, Dishkim. Now let's look at these words. We atah. Here we have a conjunction, page 253, that we there. And then we have the word et in this word. We atah. We atah is a conjunction, a sign of direct object, and a second person singular suffix. We atah, and you. The only thing we're going to translate there, we're not going to translate et, because that means just force and power going there. We et, we atah, and you, the bar, the burr, and the burr there, it means to speak. Here we have the word or to speak. It's masculine singular PL imperative. And you speak. That word speak, the bar, is on 180 and 210 in your lexicons there. And then we have L again. L is a preposition here, page 39. And then b'nai. B'nai, that is the sons, unto your sons. It's a genitive case in page 120, unto the sons of Yisrael. Yisrael. Yisrael, it means what? Yisrael. That means the man who wrestled with God, and this is a covenant name of Jacob. Lamor, to say, again, the preposition on the front of that there, that lamet there, and it has an E vowel underneath it, limor, to say, cal infinitive construct, page 55 and 65, and what is the root? Amer. Ak. Ak is a surely, most affirmatively, it's like amen. Surely, word et there, sign of direct object again. And then it says, Shabith O-T. Shabith O-T. You got several T's in that. But the TH sound. Shabith O-T. And you have a hard bath in there. Shabithani, my Sabbath. Sabbath of my Sabbath. Genitive Sabbath. My Sabbath. And then word Tishmoru. Tishmoru, translated, is that you shall keep on keeping or watching or observing, or it comes from the word shamer. It means to guard. It's like the word there, Matthew 28:18 through 20. 20, teach them to guard all things which I have given unto you. Guard with your life. Tishmoru, to guard with your life. That's from 1038 and 1581 in the lexicon. Then we have those little because, this little like conjunction here, page 471, key. And then oath. Oath means a sign. A sign. It shall be a sign. It shall be a monument. Page 17, oath. And then he, that's a third person pronoun, page 214, he. And b'nai, between. B'nai here means between. It means a space between you and me. You been a cam, and between you and me, a little conjunction on the front of that, and then the word on page 80 in Davidson's, to have an understanding between two people, to have a buffer zone. A buffer zone. And then the word lidorathikem, le on the front of that is a preposition, and then for your generations, for your family histories, for always, you will always remember this, the Jewish people are known for the Sabbath, aren't they? They're known for the Sabbath. La da'at, ki ani, Hashem or hadavar, and mikadishkem. To know that lamet on the front of that, and it's got an A sound, A vowel underneath that. The vowel means A. La da'ath. To know. Cal infinitive construct. 393 and 390. Because. Ki. Ani. I. Page 59. First person singular. Pronoun. Hadavar. Jehovah. Jehovah means the one who shall become. Every time they said that word, it means the one who shall become. It comes from the word Hayah, page 224 and 243 in the lexicons. Brown, Driver, and Briggs, and Kohler and Baumgartner are the two lexicons. Mikadishkem. And here we have masculine and singular PL participles, suffix, second person masculine plural. I are one concentrating you. The one concentrating you. You all. The one consecrating or making holy you. You keep God's commandments and you're holy. But nobody can do that. But by the blood of Jesus Christ we're made holy. Kadesh HaKadashim. Yushi Martem et Ha-Sha-Shabbath Ki Kodesh He Lakam Mikaliha Mooth Yumoth Ki Kal Ha I Wish He Ha We Wish He Ba Milaka We Nick Retha. And that's another half of it. We've got to go over here on the next page. Ha Nefesh Ha Hu Mika Rev, and then Amiha. Amiha is the last one there. The people. And you shall have kept. Future perfect now. You shall have kept. Second person masculine plural. Cal wow consecutive perfect. It's like a future perfect. You shall have kept this. You shall have guarded this. That word kept there. 1036 and 1581, and then assigned to the direct optic in page 81 through 4. And then the word that Shabbath, Hashabbath. The Sabbath. Ha on the front of that is a definite article, page 280, and then Sabbath. Sabbath means what? A completion, something complete. And then ki, for, or because, holy, kadesh, holy, separate, apartness. Page 872, holy. He is for you, lakam, for you. That's a little preposition with a suffix. Second person, plural and masculine, for you all. One, profaning her or polluting her. One, mekaliha. One, mekalitha. One, polluting, profaning, perverting. That's masculine plural. PL participle. Suffix, third person feminine singular. For one, the one who is profaning or polluting her. Her is the Sabbath. Meoth, to die. Cal infinitive construct. He shall die. 559 and 562. He shall die. Meoth. Yumioth, and he shall die. Yamoth, and he shall keep on being caused to die. He shall die and he shall stay dead. Third person masculine singular, Hafel imperative, 559 and 562 from Meoth is the root. And then ki, because, page 471, call is all, or everyone doing, profaning, making profane. Masculine singular, cal participle, 793 and 889. Everyone making profane in her. Here we have a faith, that's a preposition there, page 88. And then you have a suffix. Her, or feminine singular. Milaka, work. That's the 11th declension word, by the way. It means work or labor. Milaka. Comes from Allah, la'av, that is. La'ak. We nick retha. She shall have been cut off. Third person feminine singular. Nifal, wow, consecutive perfect. When you profane the Sabbath, profaning the Sabbath makes you profane. The rest of the verse here now, ha-nefesh, ha is a definite article there, and that word nefesh there is it's a sixth declension word, page 660, and it means the individual of life. A soul, every animal, every man has a soul. That's where you think. Where you think. Today, I was out doing a little shooting video, and we have little quail out here all over the place, and the quail followed me out there. And these quail were pretty big. They're almost as big as chukars, and they just walked down there and just looked at me. And here I'm shooting at the targets down there. They finally sauntered up and went behind a bunch of bushes. They weren't afraid of me. They were little souls of life. They were used to me. They were thinking. They said, this guy's not going to hurt me. Even though I was shooting firearms, I was shooting 2 different pistols, and I shot them 50 times. But they were not afraid. They were not afraid. Those little souls of life knew that I wasn't going to hurt them. They still have a certain amount of fear. I can go out there, and there might be 30 or 40 of them out there eating some of the chicken feed out there by the chicken pens, and they'll look at me and they'll kind of run over there and then look around the corner, and think. They're looking, is he going to hurt me? And then when I don't, they come on back out there and start eating again. All right, ha-nefesh. Ha-nefesh. That means the souls, individuals alive. Page 660. with a definite article in front of it. And then we have here, we have another definite article, and then we have a third person feminine. The one, she, from the midst of, Mekarev, from the midst or the inward part of his people, Miha, his people, his family, his kinsmen. That's a genitive case there. Page 769, it comes from Number 15 now, 31:15. Shisheth, Yamim, Yeaseh, Milakah, Yuv Ve Yom. Hash, Shavi, Shavath, Shabbaton, Kodesh, Hadavar, Le Hadavar, Kal, Ha-Osheh, Milakah, Biyom. And we got a long verse here, so we got to go read the rest of it. Ha-Shibath, Mioth, or Moth that is, Yumath, Shisheth, 6, Shisheth is 6. 6 Yamim, days, 6 days, 6 on page 995 and days 398. And then it says, Ye Aseh shall keep on being done, third person masculine, singular, Nifal, imperfect, shall keep on being done, he shall keep on being done work. Milakah. Milakah is work. Ubayom. And in day, and here we have you, and then bay. Bay is a V sound here because it doesn't have a dogish in the middle of it. Uvayom. And in day, the 7th. Hash Shavi, the 7th. The definite article in front of that. And the 7th. Sabbath, Shabbat, Shabbat. Sabbath, it means rest, it means completion, page 992. And then Shabbaton, it means an appointed rest, or appointed observance or Sabbath. Kadesh is holy. Kadesh means separate. 2, Lameth there, page 39, or page 559 that is. 2, Hadavar, to Jehovah. Again, the fulfillment of that is John 1:14. Kahologos sarxagenito. And then word call means every or every one. Ha-osheh, everyone, the one doing, masculine singular cal participle, that comes from asah, the one working, the one doing. Page 793 and 887, that also means slave. Malakah, work. Work in days, that word there, in, preposition in front of it, page 88, and then days 398. And then ha-Shabbat, Hash-Shabbat, Ha-Shabbat, the Sabbath, working in the Sabbath. Mioth, to die, Cal infinitive, he shall die, and he shall keep on being dead. Yumath. That third person masculine singular Hafel imperative 559 and 562 from Mioth. And she shall be killed, he shall be caused to die, and he shall stay on being dead. He's going to have the second death. He is going to keep on dying forever. He's got it cut off from God. He's going to be in hell eternity. For all eternity. Verse number 16 now. We shamaru v'nei Yisrael et hash Shabbat la osoth et ha Shabbat lidoratham berith olam. And they shall have kept, shall have guarded with their lives. Third person construct plural cal while consecutive perfect. That word shemer, that means to guard, to watch. 1036 and 1581. And then B'nai, that means the sons of. Right here, it doesn't have a dogish in it, so it has a that va sound. B'nai. Sons, page 120, and it's masculine plural. Yisrael, the sons of Yisrael, the covenant God of Jacob. Et, sign of direct object, page 81, and then Hash Shabbat, the Sabbath. Ha, the Sabbath, page 206, and then Sabbath is 992. And then Li Aso, to observe, to make, or to do, cal infinity construct from Aseh again, 793 and 889. And then we have another sign of the direct object there. That means power is going there, force is going there. Et ha sha Shabbat. Ha sha Shabbat. See the dogish in the front of that? That's a shin, and then it's got a dogish which doubles the sh sound. Hash, ha, sh, Shabbat. Ha Shabbat. The Sabbath. 992. The on the front of it, preposition, definite article. The Ratham, for their generations. Preposition in front of that, Lamet, page 515, and then for their generations. In third person masculine plural. Berith, that means a cutting or a covenant. It's a feminine singular, by the way the word covenant is, and then Olam, never ending. For a long duration. We know how long that duration was. That duration was until Jesus Christ died on the cross for Calvary and was raised, and then He is our Sabbath today. He is our Sabbath today. 17 now. B'nai Yuvan, B'nai Yisrael, oath, He, Li Olam, Ki, Shisheth, Yamim, Asa, Hadabar, Et, Ha, Shemayim. We et, Haaretz. Yu, Vayom, Hashivvi, Shabbath, Y, Yen, Nafash. Here we go again now. B'nai, between. That means a breathing place. Between. B-N-A, 107. First person construct singular. Between me. Between me, and then Yuvain, and between, a space, a buffer zone, between you and between me, sons, and that sons means what? Page 120, what does it mean? According to a pattern. Our children are made according to a pattern of their parents. Yisrael, the man who wrestles with God, the covenant name of Jacob. Oath. Oath is a sign. It is a sign. You know when God put a sign on Canaan, on Cain, when he killed his brother, he put a sign on him, an oath. He said, no one will kill you because you have my oath. An oath means to fence yourself in. A sign, a mark, a memorial, it's first declension, covenant, a warning. Page 11 in Davidson, oath. And then she, that's third person, feminine singular, she, forever, a long duration, because, in 6, key, because, 471, in 6, and there is what we call a practical substantive, because 6, yamin, days, asa, he had made, third person masculine singular, cal, perfect, he had made, 793 and 889, he had made Jehovah, Hadabar, Et, sign and direct object, Hashemayim, Hashemayim, the heavens, the uplifted waters, the heavens. We et, and, sign and direct object, Haaretz. This is what it says in Genesis 1 and 1. Barashith, bara, et, or Barashith, bara, Elohim, et Hashemayim, we et Haaretz. In beginnings, Baith on the front of that, preposition 88. Rosh, that's 912 in the lexicon, Brown Driver Briggs. And then et, the sign, the tau, The TH sound on the end of that is an old Hebrew plural. In one of the beginnings, Elohim, he had created Elohim. Bara is third person masculine singular, Cal perfect. He had created. He had created Et Hashemayim. That's the word right here. The heavens. God created the heavens, everything above the earth, and He placed them in exactly the right places. He placed the galaxy, He placed our sun in exactly the right place, and then He's going to place the earth. We et haaretz. And then He places the earth in exactly the right place. He had created the heavens, we et haaretz, just like it is in Genesis 1:1. He had created, He had made, third person masculine singular, Cal perfect. The other one there is bara in that other place. And we'll do number 17 here, or 17b. Yuvayom, and in day, and you, bay, Yuvaom, and in day, Hash Shavi, in the day the seventh, He had rested. The Shabbat. He had rested. Third person masculine, singular, Cal perfect. He had ceased. And He was refreshed. He was restored. Third person masculine singular, Nephal, while consecutive and perfect, 661 and 711. He kept on being restored. God kept on being filled with life. He kept on being filled with life. And that life has spread all over the universe, hasn't it? He created spirits, He created heavens, He created the material universe, He created the spiritual universe, He created life of animals, and He created life of man. Our Father, we send this message out for Your honor and glory. Please use it. I know it's a lot of language here, but I hope that they learn something from it, from Your beautiful, beautiful, holy Kadesh HaKadashim, Holy of Holies word. It is precious to us, Father. Please let us honor and glorify You through it. Please forgive me where I failed You. In Jesus' name I pray.